bulk filming videos because I procrastinate too much. I should do this with my other channel, but like, no. Let's get to know it even more. So I feel like I should just like say this, like come out, say it, but like it doesn't want to come out of my mouth. I have social anxiety. I think my fringe is really annoying. Can I just like sit here with my fringe curled or what? Like this. This is how I look most of the day. Now I have a fringe. But now by looking at me, you think I'm an idiot. No, by looking at me, you can't exactly tell that I have social anxiety. But then again, like, to be honest, if you were me, it's so obvious. Obvious. I have really bad pronunciation. I apologise. Now, I don't really want to like big up this social anxiety thing because to be honest, it's not a great thing. I could get help if I wanted to. I don't want to. That's the end of my story. But I just thought I would just say it. Get it out of the way. I've already written a blog about it. I'll link it below. You can learn a little bit more about it. But I'm just going to tell you how social anxiety affects me. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to tell you like how it kind of like peers into my life. I would say the social anxiety probably started around school. You know, the odd teacher picking on you for questions, or you know, not feeling that you could talk to like a teacher or something, and just being shy a lot when I was in school. That kind of like kickstarted it. Like, I consider social anxiety like a whole another person. Now I sound like a complete nutter. Great. And then when I left school, I had to go. I went to another place. I went to college, and it started there because it was new people, new environment, new place, and I didn't know what to do with myself. I was kind of like, I don't know anyone here a lot, to be honest. This is new for me, and me and social anxiety, we became, you know, we became quite close, but not as close as we're on now. And it didn't start until I was in my second year of college, and I was studying a different course. My first course was beauty, my second course was business, and it really lingered around there. I don't really want to talk a lot about my college life, for just that'll be like a whole nother video. And it's kind of fresh since it did happen, well, last year. Yeah, last year. But let's say that I would find myself alone most days and only listen to music, and I wouldn't talk to a lot of people, and you know, I didn't have friends, and I would talk to some people but not a lot of people, and they weren't always there, if you know what I mean. And I just found it hard to communicate with a lot of people, and I would be the quiet one with headphones on who just wanted to leave. But like I said, that's kind of linked to another story. Now I'm here, left college, haven't been to college for a year now, and it is indeed weird to think that like my whole life has changed in a way. I currently have no social interaction with people my age. I see people who are my mum's clients because she works from home, and family members often, but I don't have that much interaction. I don't have friends. I also rarely leave the house unless it's necessary. I mean, I'm leaving the house kind of more now, but not as often as I should be. Like, I'm some sort of like I just hibernate or something. Now, with anxiety and things like that, I find the internet to be quite helpful. Now, before I go and talk more about how I feel and things like that, I just want to say that I'm not making this video for anyone to feel sorry for me or feel like that I'm on the verge of a breakdown or something. It's just me being a little bit more open, and I don't want to come across that, because I will talk about some topics in the future which people might think that I'm mentally insane. Probably am, but only as a joke. I'm talking about this is because I myself has been in a situation where I search for something that I want to relate to, and you know, I look for quotes to do with social anxiety, and I went through so many of them, and I'm like, I don't feel like that, I don't feel like that. But then I bump into something and I'm like, oh my god, that is how I feel. That is me. I can relate to it. And that's what I love about being able to search things on the internet like that, because I just like coming and seeing things that I can truly feel like I'm not the only one who's insane. Well, we're not insane, it's just like I'm not the one who's like, I'm not the only person, if you know what I mean. It's kind of nice to think like that. Now, when I have to leave my house, it isn't a nice situation for me, because I would see someone who's probably just like going in a car, going to work, or you know, doing whatever they want to do, and I would feel embarrassed already. I would feel like, I'm like, nope, can I go back inside now? Can I go? And I'd say that this doesn't always happen. This just happens whenever social anxiety says, today is my day. But it's not controllable in a way, if you know what I mean. Phone calls, emails, writing text messages, they are the worst things in the world. Talking to my granddad the other day, I struggled with it, but you know, I did it, and after I did it, and I did it alone, I sighed relief. And my mum looked at me when I did it. She didn't say anything, but she just looked at me, and I was just thinking like, oh my god, I did a successful thing. But phone calls, emails, people that I don't know and I don't know much about it, I just can't. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I go into like a bit of a jumbly, randomly. I'm like this. Like on the phone to someone. I'm like, what? And I was like, oh, write it down. Yes, but like my brain doesn't like, it's not. There's no connection. Why connection? The worst thing about this anxiety is that I sweat, and sweat means BO, smell, and I'm like, all my life I've been worried about smelling, because I am a big girl, and I've always worried about, well, what if I smell funny? And I don't want people to judge me on that. And then I don't know. I wrote a blog whilst waiting at a bus stop, and there was like tons of traffic going by me, and I was just the only one at the bus stop at the time. And these people were going to work, taking their children to school, living their lives, unlike me. And this is what I wrote. So I'll put like a picture on the screen right now, because I have it saved somewhere. But I said, here's a picture of me at the bus stop at 8 in the morning. To the left of me is a long queue of traffic, filled with parents taking their kids to school, worker bees going to their jobs, and not one bus in sight. I have mentioned before about how social anxiety affects me. When you think of anxiety, you picture someone having a complete meltdown on the floor or in hiding. However, this is not the case for me. I'm not sweating here like I would usually do when I'm in a crowd full of people. Behind the tired eyes and the makeupless face, I am freaking out about how people in traffic are reacting to me. Are they staring at me? Are they judging me? Should I have worn this outfit today? Can they tell I have social anxiety? Tries to breathe normally, and music isn't helping really right now. Basically, like, me listening to music in a crowd full of people makes me really conscious about how I breathe. Yeah. The lyric, "Can you see the panic inside? I'm making you easy, aren't I?" from 6 out of 10 by Dodie Clark, makes me relate to this so much. Why am I writing this? Anxiety comes in many different forms, and people's reaction are different to each situation. I know it's my head messing with me, and deep inside I can tell that I really don't care. Maybe this anxiety comes from not having a social life and rarely leaving my house. I would also like to say that sharing your experience similar to mine actually does help others. I myself love researching people who are similar to me, so I understand that I'm not alone, and other people can feel the same way as I do. I encourage everyone who could share their story and try and help those around them. Although I only talk about this on my blog, I never know who at 2 AM will read this and hopefully relate and feel the need to share what they have to say. Anxiety is a dick, and you never know if it's affecting someone around you. Just know that there are others around you going through the same thing, and sharing your story won't seem like a cry for help. This is not a cry for help. This is just like, I'm talking to you. We're friends, right? That is what I have put for that. And, you know, I wrote this very confidently on a bus. I was like, I had an anxiety attack while doing like, I'm on my phone a lot. Do people think I'm being weird or something? I don't know. I don't know where this social anxiety comes from. It probably, like I say, it comes from probably not having a lot of interaction in my life. And, you know, I could do something about that. Like, again, like saying hello to strangers. I'm pretty sure we've all been told, don't talk to strangers. They could kill you. Well, not the kill you bit, but you know what I mean. That's it for this video. Hopefully you got to know me a little bit more better, and if you have anything you have to say, or if you think that this video was helpful, please do comment below something, like this video, subscribe, do what you need to do. Yeah, anyway, social media will be down below, and I'll see you next time. Again, I feel like I've been looking up here the whole time. Ugh, I suck at this whole video thing, right? Ugh.